Clope and Nidek Minster welcomes you to this broadcast of high school boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Minster Gymnasium where the Coldwater Cavaliers take on the Minster Wildcats in MAC action. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All Glazed Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Orchard's Floor Center, and NKTelco, our fine sponsors here at the Minster Gymnasium. Along with Brandon Coverman, I'm Dave Kanapke as the Wildcats take on the Cavaliers. Both teams searching for a win tonight. It's been tough seasons for both. The Cavaliers, Brandon, coming off that state runners-up in football this fall. Coming in a lot of the same athletes, but just hasn't come quite together. Tough year, just 2-14.
Yeah, and they're 2-14. Both those wins coming in the MAC against Fort Recovery and New Knoxville. They're led by Kevin Fisher, scoring 174 points on the year. Tyler Schwederman, 126 points on the year. For Coach Kevin Fisher, this is a very veteran team. When you look up and down this roster, a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors. Big thing for them, going to be getting off to a good start. It's going to be key for them tonight to be able to try to get out ahead of the Wildcats here tonight, facing some injuries.
For the Wildcats, it's senior night here as they're 5-15, 1-7 the MAC senior night. 3 seniors being honored. Unfortunately, probably one of their best players on the team, Johnny Nixon, is out tonight.
Yeah, Johnny Nixon, 6'4" senior forward, out tonight with a little bit of an injury, and that hurts. You know, you want to play your senior night, and it stinks that you can't, but you want to be able to play in tournament, so I'm sure that he'll take sitting out his senior night to be fully healthy and ready to go for tournament, which starts in a couple weeks here. So it'll be nice for them to get healthy here towards the end of the season, trying to notch their second MAC win here tonight.
So the Wildcats are coached by Michael McClurg. Leading scorer for the Wildcats is Brogan Steffi, the freshman, just under 13 points a game. Johnny Nixon, net second, averages 10 points, 9 rebounds a game. And after that, you have Devin Webker at 6, and after that, beyond that. So the Wildcats are going to have to look for some scoring and some rebound to replace Nixon's efforts.
Yeah, you're going to have to balance things out here a bit with Nixon, but this is a really kind of a couple of veterans mixed in with a couple of young players, so it's a nice mix here. But it's going to be a lot to ask for these younger guys to step up, but I think they're talented enough to step up to that challenge here tonight, Dave.
So MAC action here between Minster and Coldwater. We're getting ready for the starting lineups, and we'll return after the national anthem with the starting lineups on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clope Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clope.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidek Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidek is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidek Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidek.
Nidek Minster, Clope, Keyhole Pizza, all right. Welcome back here. Getting ready for the starting lineups between the two teams. As always, our starting lineups this year are brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. We will start with the Cavaliers. All right, first for the Cavaliers. 2-14 on this season. Number 11, Marcel Blassingame, 6'1" junior, averages 6 points a game. Number 14, Evan Harlemert. #21, Tyler Schwieterman, averages 8 points, 5 rebounds for the 6'5" senior. Number 22, Kevin Fisher, the leading scorer, just under 11 points a game, 5'11" senior. 6'7" sophomore Luke Schwieterman, 5 points a game for the 6'7" sophomore Luke Schwieterman. Head coach, the veteran Nick Fisher. Now for the Wildcats, 5-15, 1-7 the MAC. They will dim the lights here. Here on senior night. These two seniors will start. Johnny Nixon's out of the lineup tonight. Starting out, Brogan Steffi, number 12, a 6-foot freshman, leading scorer, just under 13 points a game. Another freshman, James Niemeyer, 6'1" freshman. Number 14, Devin Wepker, 6'1" junior, 6 points a game. Now one of the seniors, number 0, Zach Fortman, 6'5", big guy. And the defensive specialist, number 2, Austin Wellman, a 6-foot senior. And also number 20, Johnny Nixon, being introduced. Again, those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. Brandon, we got time for our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Let's start with the Cavaliers.
First, let's take a look for the Cavs. They want to contain Minster's scorers, and without Nixon tonight, they got one scorer off the floor due to injury. They'll have to recognize good shots, and they need to finish this game here being 2-14.
Now for the Wildcats, their keys to the game.
For the Minster Wildcats, for their Keyhole Pizza keys to the game here, they have stopped their transition, and they need to rebound despite being undersized and find a way to make some shots here tonight.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. The Cavaliers off a tip. Blassingame quickly up with the basket, and they take a quick 2-0 lead as they bring the pressure against these Wildcats. Wellman up ahead of fellow senior Fortman. 3-ball, Devin Webker, that is short. Rebound by Luke Schwieterman, tallest player on the floor at 6'7". Fisher to Harlemert. Schwieterman to Schwieterman. Niemeyer not able to save it. Will stay with the Cavaliers.
Part of the pace seems really fast here early on.
They'll inbound it to the sophomore Luke Schwieterman. He will drive, will have to kick it out to Tyler Schwieterman. Turn around and in. Nice move by the senior, Tyler Schwieterman.
You just tell kind of the football athleticism there early on from Schwieterman. A nice wide receiver this year on that Coldwater team that was state runner-up and an all-state member.
Two Schwieterman, 6'7" and 6'5". Right now they're bringing the pressure. That'll be a 10-second count. And a turnover against the Wildcats.
The Wildcats a missed 3 and a turnover. Coldwater 2 easy layups here so far.
Coldwater, their 2 wins over New Knoxville and really an upset win over Fort Recovery. A Fort Recovery team that's having a nice season, but only just 2 wins against 14 losses. They lost their last 3 in a row. Been competitive in a lot of games. Fisher gives it up there to Blassingame. 2 sophomores, or 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore starting lineup for Nick Fisher. Down to Tyler Schwieterman. Turnaround over Wellman. That will be knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Cavaliers.
It's interesting to see that the Wildcats go to zone there the third possession after they give up a couple layups there to start.
Blasingame finds Harlemer. Not able to hit the tray. Good box out there by Webker. Steffi pushing the tempo. Fellow freshman Niemeyer. Portman trying to post up underneath. A reset with Steffi. Webker now the second leading scorer on the floor with Nixon out with a sprained ankle, and we'll have an illegal screen against Steffi.
Yep, just out of position there. The second Wildcat turnover here, and almost 2 minutes in the game.
So 3 empty possessions to start the game for the Wildcats. Luke Schwederman guarded by 6'5" Fortman. There's a 3 that is short by Fisher. They'll go out of bounds with the Wildcat ball.
And Coldwater likes to shoot the 3. They've shot over 300 threes on the year, so they are 3 happy a lot of times. Average over 15 a game.
Wildcats average 41. Coldwater averages 44. Minster able to break the pressure here. So not real high scoring teams between these two here tonight. A nice drive there by Steffi.
Again, nice play by him to penetrate on the inside. Get that ball to the middle, breaking that press. Nice job by the Wildcats to get the ball to the floor successfully against the press.
Harlemer wide open for the 3, and he rolls her in.
Exactly what the Cavaliers want in response.
Cavaliers have had 92 threes coming in. That's about 6 a game they make. Fortman is stolen away by Blasingame to the hole, gets his own rebound, not able to finish, and that will go out of bounds and stay with the Cavaliers.
Coldwater getting a nice volume of shots here so far, too.
Great JV game as Coldwater with a come from behind winner, down by 14 with about 3 or 4 minutes to go. Balin Blockberger hit a 3 to tie with about 5 seconds to go, and he hit a shot at the buzzer to win it for the Cavaliers. Coldwater JV go to 11-5 on the season under JV coach Ken Fisher. Kevin Fisher gives it to Harlemer to pass Blasingame. That will go into the backcourt with an over and a back.
First turnover on the game for the Cavaliers. Again, and that's an opportunity too. You get that ball in the backcourt, you don't have to face that pressure that Minster's kind of struggled with early on. So big key there for them.
Fortman will inbound it. Fortman, a senior, going to be enrolling at BG next fall. So senior night here. Wildcats actually have another home game on Tuesday. They play Fort Recovery. They were supposed to play, that game was snowed out last Friday, and they moved it to Tuesday. It's actually a break for the Wildcats. So that 3 goes short. Webker with a follow. Harlemer with the rebound. And that next week, they did not have a game scheduled, so it gives them a game next week before they play tournament the following week.
Exactly, and they'll play Ridgemont, which is a pretty good team. Gave New Bremen a competitive game the other week, so they're going to be tested right away.
Lob a little bit too high between the Schruderman boys. The Wildcat ball.
Again, an opportunity. They turn the ball over to set up that 1-2-2 press that they've been running all game here that the Wildcats have struggled with. Get that ball in the middle right there and break the press. Nice job by the Wildcats.
Wildcats have lost 3 in a row, have lost 5 of their last 6. Their last game they played against St. Mary's. Lost that game by 25. A game that was a lot closer than that before Mr. Austin Parks took over for the Rough Riders. 3 dunks in the third quarter. We believe that's a gym record here with 3 dunks.
That's not too shabby, and he's announcing his commitment Sunday.
That's, rumor has it he's going to the central part of Ohio. We'll just leave it at that.
We'll cross our fingers on that.
And there's errant pass up ahead to Harlemer. Good defense by Wellman to stop that penetration. Wildcats back on the attack. Steffi pull-up jumper to strong Harlemer with the board.
Steffi shows his athleticism. He hits that shot more times than not. So good drive, good take, and good look, but just didn't fall.
Tyler Schreeden guarded by Niemeyer. And a nice stop and pop, so to speak, Tyler Schwederman with the basket.
You like Tyler Schwederman's athleticism. He's long, lengthy. You can tell he's a wide receiver in high school.
Coach McClurg will call a timeout, a full timeout. You're watching MAC Varsity Basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Coming out of this precision strip timeout called by Coach McClurg. Coach McClurg trying to make some adjustments here.
Yeah, and they've been struggling to get the ball up the floor. Coldwater's done a nice job of getting the ball on the block, been able to score. Again, it's just someone to step up here for Minster here tonight without Nixon. It's the big question. And it's probably just getting comfortable, too, because so much of what they do is centered around Nixon. And when you take him out of the game, you have to adjust to that here. And that's not easy on the fly, especially for a lot of freshmen playing varsity here, playing big-time minutes for this very youthful Wildcat squad.
Whipker having trouble with the press. To Fortman, they're going to have to hurry to get it across the line. They're able to do it. They find Niemeyer for the basket.
Something that you thought was going to be a disaster there, and almost a 10-second count gets in an easy basket for the Wildcats.
Good job by Steffi to push it and find Niemeyer, but there's a tray by Blassingame. There's Fortman to the hole, and Fortman will shoot two.
And then again, that's a nice job by Minster. Right after you make that three, you don't get mad that you let down a three. You inbound that ball right away. You shoot up the floor. Don't let Coldwater get set up and draw a foul.
Fortman hits back iron into the game. Number 33, Jace Wood, 5'9" sophomore. One of two sophomores on this roster, along with Luke Schruderman. Get a look at the 6'5" senior. So he drills that home. Cuts the lead to 7, 12-5 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Minster goes to a 2-3 zone. They don't play a lot of zones, so they trying to slow down this Cavalier attack.
They sat in a possession a little earlier after they gave up the two early layups.
Parliament is up to Blade Busher, who checked in last dead ball. Parliament off on the three. Wellman chases it down.
And if Minster's going to sit back in that zone, we know Coldwater likes to shoot the three, so they're not going to be afraid to pop it from outside.
Wellman with the tray. I think it's going to be over the back. Oh, it'll be against Coldwater. I thought it was against Fortman. His arm kind of came there, but it'll be against Blade Busher.
I didn't know what it was there. I marked down a rebound for Coldwater, but I don't know what happened.
Steffi will inbound it to Webker. Wellman gives it up to Steffi. He draws a double team. Fortman with the turnaround, rolls off. Schmiederman with the rebound. Fisher almost traveled there. Get the ball back from Schmiederman, and there's a nice defense by Niemeyer. Steffi comes out with it. Over to Wellman. Try to go cross court. Stolen by Hardemer.
Quick turnover so far for the Wildcats here this first quarter.
Coach Nick Fisher will call a 30-second timeout. Gives us an opportunity to let you know tonight's game is brought to you by Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meat, Sydney All Glazed Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Borchers Floor Center, and NKTelco. Remember to follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet-exclusive games on WCSMradio.com. All season long, your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glaze County, WCSM Radio. 1:05 to go here in the first quarter on our First National Bank scoreboard. Coldwater by 7.
Yeah, they hit a couple threes, and they've, you know, got a couple shots on the inside. Coldwater's been really balanced on how they've got their scoring done here so far. On the Wildcats, and 5 turnovers. So starting to break that press better. So you're seeing improvement on that and getting a little more comfortable, like we said, without Nixon here so far. So hopefully only things get better here for the Wildcats as we progress on.
Busher, double team is stolen there by Ian Holman, another freshman who just checked into the lineup. James Niemeyer, so they have 3 freshmen with Niemeyer, Holman, and Steffi. 3 by Steffi. Drills the 3 for the basket.
And you love Steffi's athleticism. And that's why you can see he is playing quarterback as a freshman, smart player and just athletic.
Have a foul there on 50, Ian Holman. Holman, a freshman who was moved up to varsity about 3 games ago. There's some strength for the team, especially with Nixon out. Double team on Schruderman. Knocked that out, so stay with the Cavaliers. I like this zone defense. They've kind of done a little bit of trapping with it as well.
Yeah, and then you mix up your zone looks too to keep Coldwater guessing is the biggest thing. Just to try to make them a little uncomfortable.
Now they drop back into a man-to-man. Hardeman has attempted a few threes. Gives it over to Blassingame. To Schruderman. He will be fouled before the shot.
Again, that matchup there, Schruderman on Wubker. Wubker's got the obvious size advantage. Wubker goes out and grabs Schruderman's arm. Just the length. It's harder to match up, too, when you have a lengthy guy like Schruderman. It'd be nice to have Nixon in the game for that.
Blassingame finds Busher. Down to 8 seconds. Wood tries to drive, gives it up. They would call a jump ball there. There's a reach in there and caused the jump ball. Kind of looked like a travel, but a jump ball gives it the Wildcats.
Yeah, I didn't know if they're going to call it travel or jump ball or what, but that's a good call right there.
3 seconds. Wellman will throw it up. And we've played 1 quarter here. This MAC matchup on our First National Bank scoreboard. Coldwater 12, Minster 8. We'll be back with the 2nd quarter on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
1 quarter in the books here. Wildcats find themselves down by 4 to the Cavaliers.
Coldwater gets a little bit of a hot start there. They get ahead 9-2, but a nice little closeout of the quarter there for the Wildcats. They pull back within 4. So a nice job there by Minster to close out the quarter.
And the Wildcats, number 40, Connor Schmeezy. So now 4 freshmen on the floor. And one of them, Holman, comes up with a rebound.
Again, I think Minster's content with Coldwater taking that outside shot.
Stolen away there by Schruderman. Schruderman to the hole and in. Nice move, Tyler Schruderman.
I can tell Minster, if they've had really trouble with one thing, it's matching up with Tyler Schruderman on both ends of the floor. He has 6 points here tonight.
Whipker picks it up to Niemeyer. He will draw a foul on Fisher. Second foul on Kevin Fisher.
A risky take baseline there, draw the foul. You might get cut off. They drew a little bit of body contact. Could have not have been called, but they call it, so.
Fisher leaves with 2 fouls. He's their leading scorer. Hasn't shot a bunch yet. Underneath to Holman. And Holman will draw the foul.
Moments too where you're 5-15 with Minster. You have 1 win in the MAC. This is a time for your freshmen to get some really good experience here too. along with your seniors, just try to motivate your team to get the win for the seniors here tonight.
Holman misses it, and Logan Cooney played a lot on, had a nice game on JV tonight, had 12 points. Athletic junior in the game. Holman makes 1 of 2. Lead at 5 for the Cavaliers. One time it was 9-2. Back to Blasingame. Nice give and go, but misses the layup. Able to get the ball back. So we'll reset. Pass underneath to Schwieterman, knocked away by Schmiesing.
Nice job by Schmiesing to get in that passing lane, get those active hands.
7:01 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Schwieterman back down against Holman. Too strong as Cooney with the board. Steffi surveying the court. To Holman. Tries to split the defenders. Unfortunately, you got a pair of Schwieterman, 6'7" and 6'5", swatted away. Mesher in the game, number 0 with the basketball. Drives to the hole. This is the layup. Luke Schwieterman almost with a great tip. Whipker comes out of that. Finds Schmiesing. He'll set up for the 3. Schwieterman with a rebound. Long outlet to Mesher. Pace of this game has slowed down a little bit. Schwieterman backing down Holman. Reverse layup, and he draws the foul on Holman.
And you're going to see Coldwater continuously put the ball in Tyler Schwieterman's hands. Minster's having a hard time matching up with him. You can see they're drawing the defense there on that side to try to match up with Schwieterman. A good skip pass, too, can get Coldwater a wide open 3, too.
6'5" senior, one of 3 seniors on this team, along with Mesher and Fisher. It's the first. Zach Fortman and Austin Wellman, 2 seniors, back in the game, along with Blade Busher, a 6'2" junior, number 10 for Coldwater. Coldwater was 13-12 last year. Minster, of course, was MAC champions. Fisher with a pair. Lead back to 7. Webker to Wellman. Up ahead to Steffi. So they break the pressure. Steffi will reset it. Over to Wellman. Cooney's hit 4 threes in the JV game. In the corner to Webker. Cooney will let the 3 go, in and out. Wellman almost comes up with a steal, but it'll stay with Coldwater.
Yeah, I don't mind those skip passes against that zone. You have to make that zone active and move if you want to break it down or get that ball in the middle. You gotta, if you're Minster there, you got to cut a little more and move around the arc. You're just standing there a little bit, making it too easy for Coldwater to sit and guard, move, pass, and cut.
That'll be a foul on Fortman. That'll be his first 15 foul. This Blasingame will inbound it for the Cavaliers. Wood with the tray. Tipped around. One of the shortest guys, Wellman, comes up with it. Steffi finds Webker. Tries to go behind his back, and he travels.
He's pinned that ball right against his back, unfortunately.
They had a good idea. The execution just got in the way.
Yeah, it's always a good idea until it doesn't work out. But 7th turnover of the game for the Wildcats.
James Niemeyer will check in the lineup. Coldwater on a 3-game losing streak right now. Their last loss on Saturday to Fort Laramie. Before that, Jackson Center, Upper Valley. That followed the win against Fort Recovery. Pass out to Busher. Gets the side of the backboard. Fortman with the board. Cooney will do another 3, and Logan Cooney with the corner tray.
It's good to get something going here for the outside. Get a little momentum. You're back within 4. They haven't shot the best here tonight, but Coldwater's cooled down here a bit. Now you get the turnover. Here's your opportunity to seize momentum if you're the Wildcats.
Good aggressive defense forced the errant pass. A couple substitutions. Ever Harlemer, number 14. 22, Kevin Fisher comes back with 2 fouls. 42, Luke Schwederman. So let's check the lineup for the Wildcats. They have Fortman, Steffi, Wellman, Cooney, and Niemeyer. Freshmen, 2 seniors, and the junior Cooney. Fortman, that's tipped out of bounds.
Again, you get that ball right near that half-court line. Yeah, that's a place where you get that ball, you got to be able to pass it out fast, because that's where Coldwater wants to trap you. It's right there at the sidelines and right at center court.
Fortman, take it Steffi in the backcourt. Steffi the leading scorer right now with 5 as they tried to trap him. Able to get it to Cooney. To work it around this 3-2 zone. Cooney hit a 3 before. Wellman fought about it. Niemeyer in the corner. Quick passes around the perimeter. Fortman tries to run inside the lane.
It's like a widely extended 3-2 zone here, like more like a matchup zone, but
definitely an athletic team, this Cavaliers. And tall. Right now, Wildcats, the key is you don't want to get frustrated. It's not hurting anything here.
No.
Just keep running your offense. Take the good shot.
Exactly.
Don't just think, oh, we got to shoot soon.
No.
Just keep working it.
Get your look.
Yep. You want to take the right shot, not just a shot. Wellman thought about it. He goes all the way around. There's Cooney again with another tray. Logan Cooney.
Like they say, patience is a virtue right there, and absolute pace off for the Wildcats to a T right there.
Cooney, 6'1" junior. Back-to-back trays for the Wildcats within 1 now. Harlemer, he'll try a tray and hit it.
There you get a little bit of that air taken out of your momentum right there from Harlemer. Nice wide open shot.
Harlemer with his 2nd triple. Niemeyer in some trouble. Coach McClurg will call the timeout, sponsored by Precision Strip. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and sponsors pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replay times Wednesday, February 16th at 7 p.m. and Monday, February 21st, also at 7 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. 2:51 to go before halftime. Minster's come back. Coldwater still maintains that 4-point lead.
Yeah, and you like that last possession by the Wildcats. It was well executed, patient. You get that wide open 3 and you hit it. Just more of those drawn out possessions. If Coldwater wants to sit back in that zone, you're only down 4. You know, you didn't start out real hot. Coldwater started out a little hot. They've cooled down since then. So the big thing is just staying in the game right now until halftime. Then you go make your adjustments.
They try to trap there, able to get it to Wellman, who draws the foul. Foul on Jace Wood. Both teams with 5 fouls. Haven't seen many free throws so far. Again, looking for the trap as soon as it crosses the timeline. Steffi, heady player, does not fall for that. Drive to the hoop is Niemeyer. Wellman comes up with the rebound. Niemeyer with a 3. Wildcats hitting hot from 3 land.
That patience again, not settling for the first shot, but waiting and getting the right shot.
Niemeyer with 5, Wildcats within 1. Harlemer to Schwederman. Schwederman with 8. Wildcats have slowed him down a bit. Harlemer again open for the 3. This time it's short, the long rebound to Cooney. Under 2 minutes to go. Wildcats a chance to take the lead in a game that they've been behind the whole game so far. Bench wanting Steffi to get the ball. Probably running some type of a set here, guarded by Wood. Not able to go anywhere, as will be another timeout called by Coach McClure. That'll be his third already this half. And another 30-second timeout. It looked like a spot there that Steffi was dribbling, wanting somebody to set a screen or something, and it didn't seem like all the players were on the same page there.
It's an interesting situation to use that timeout because you mentioned it's his third one already. It's down to 2 in the second half. So you ought, you know, if it stays the way it is, a tight ball game, you'll need those timeouts down the stretch. So kind of interesting to see him use that 30-second timeout right here. But I think Coach McClure sends us a momentum opportunity. I think that's why he called it, is to seize that momentum going into the locker room. Because like I said last night at Marion Local, you know, the last 4 minutes of the half and the first 4 minutes of a half usually, you know, tell you the momentum of the game, and that's what Minster's trying to take here right now.
Foreman inbounds it to Wellman. They get it to Steffi. Minute 29 before halftime. Over to Wellman. Webker will try the three, in and out. Foreman hustles for it, not able to save it. So they did not score there, but they got a good look there as Webker's three went in and out.
Good effort there. Just couldn't quite track it down here.
Blasingame will re-enter. Oh, he didn't get him in on time.
And the clock's up. There you go.
Buzzer ran after the clock had already started. Schriederman against Wellman. Turnaround, banks it home. Wellman's a great defensive player, but he's just outsized by Schriederman.
Exactly, and it's nothing to Austin Wellman there. It's just Minster has a hard time with their size on the floor matching up with Tyler Schwiederman.
Webker, Niemeyer open for the tray. Long rebound. Good job there by Chase Wood to track it down. Pushes it to Schwiederman. Contact, no foul. Tyler Schwiederman comes up with it, and finally they call a foul. There are some bodies going at it there. Logan Cooney will come back in. Also, Blasingame able to get in now with 41 seconds to go.
Blasingame has 5 points. Been a little quiet here lately, but if you're Coldwater, getting the ball to Tyler Schwiederman is the big thing here.
This last 41 seconds could make a big difference going into the halftime. Up and under, they will call a foul. I think it's before the shot.
Yeah, it's 1 and 1. Well, they said two fouls, so it's shooting.
So he's shooting two. He said he was motioning two first.
Yeah.
There's 2 shots and the basket didn't count. So, wow, that's way short. That got caught in his hands or something. That's. So something went wrong. They're getting a little bit of a laugh from that one. Probably turn around and swish this one, or go way far on this one. See the 6'5" senior. That one is short. Tipped around. Wood chases it, and ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Wildcat ball with 33 seconds to go.
And this is a possession here. You control the arrow after halftime. Here's your possession. If you get the ball up the floor quickly, you can hold for the last shot.
Minster is really fortunate not to give up any points there to Coldwater. A little ragged there, but Fortman able to come up with it, and he will be fouled. The 6th-team foul.
It's a good way to get bailed out there, and now you can kind of have to make the Coldwater defense relax here. You can go get the ball in the backcourt, probably with no pressure.
Mesher comes back in, number 0, 5'10" senior with 21 seconds to go. See if Minster will go for the last shot here. They try to converge on Steffi, do the trap. Wellman throws it away. Down to 10 seconds. Chance for Coldwater as they go into halftime. Harlemer tries to drive, gives it up to Mesher. His three. Wellman with the rebound. And we go to halftime on your First National Bank scoreboard. Coldwater Cavaliers 21, the Minster Wildcats 18. We'll take a break, come back with the first half stats here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Precision Strip, Tom and Jerry's, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Carriage Works, New Knoxville Supply Company.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Winners Meats, quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber, Hilsman Automotive.
Time here at Minster Gymnasium. The home team down by 3 to Minster, 21-18 on our first National Rank scoreboard. With our Wagner's IGA stats and recap, here's Brandon.
Thanks, Dave. And looking here at halftime, Coldwater leading 21-18 on Wagner's IGA stats and recap. Coldwater 8 of 23, shooting their 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, 13 rebounds and 7 turnovers for the Cats. 6 of 18, 3 of 11 from beyond the arc. 3 free throws, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 12 rebounds and 8 turnovers. The individual scoring, 8 for Tyler Schwederman, 6 for Evan Harlemer, 5 for Marcel Blasen game there for the Coldwater Cavaliers. And on the flip side, for Minster, 1 for Zach Fortman, 6 for Logan Cooney, 5 for Brogan Steffi, 5 for James Niemeyer. For one quarter, it was 12-8 in favor of the Cavs and 21-18 now here at halftime.
You know, you got early in the game, it started out pretty rough for the Wildcats. They were down 9-2. Coldwater do about everything. The press was causing trouble. Minster seemed like they settled down, handled the press, and they only are 3 of 11 on their threes. But timing's everything. They seem like they got all 3 of those in a bunch there to cut the lead real close going to halftime.
Yeah, they started hitting them towards the end of the half, and they started being patient with the offense there. Especially with that zone, you have to be patient. You can't just settle for the first shot and then get flustered all of a sudden. So Minster in this ball game, and actually had a mistake there. Schwieterman has 10 at the half to lead all scores. That's one thing that Minster is going to have to adjust to this half, is being to match up with the size of Schwieterman. I know without Nixon tonight, it makes it harder, and they don't really have the ideal guy to match up with Schwieterman, but you're just going to have to try to find a way to adjust here the second half.
Wildcats ball to start off, and again, the zone, 2-3 zone, trap zone. Steffi able to get it to Fortman. Same 5 starters for Minster: Wellman, Fortman, Webker, Steffi, and Niemeyer. 2 seniors, 2 freshmen, and a junior. 3 by Steffi. Rebound by Blassingame. Marcel Blassingame, point guard for these Cavaliers. 2-14. Wildcats 5-15. Nice steal by Wellman. Fakes, puts up a shot. Webker comes up with the rebound and banks it home.
Way to stay with it there by Devin Webker and Austin Wellman. They're getting in the passing lane.
Webker with his first 2 points, the lead down to 1. Schwieterman guarded now by Fortman. And there's another steal by Wellman. Tried to give it up, that's kicked away, will stay with Minster.
Great job by Wellman here. Hasn't scored yet, but got in the passing lane a couple of times there just to get your team more possessions. I mean, possessions become so valuable in a low-scoring game like this.
Wellman will try the 3 and hit it. Austin Wellman gives the Wildcats the lead.
And there you go. He gets rewarded now by hitting that 3. Wildcats their first lead of the night.
Wellman's always like the defensive specialist on this. Right now he's guarding Schwieterman. Always guarding a high scorer on the other team. There's Luke Schwieterman with a 3. Saved there by the Wildcats by Fisher. Down to Luke Schwieterman against Fortman, up and under, and draws the foul.
It's kind of interesting. A guy like Luke Schwieterman, you know, you've exploited the size matchup with Tyler Schwieterman that we talked about, but with a guy that's 6'7", it's kind of interesting to see him shoot that shot from outside. You think about posting him up the way the Wildcats have had trouble matching up with that size, but then he gets a foul on the inside.
Misses on the first one. It doesn't seem how tall you are. Everybody wants to shoot the 3 these days, where a generation ago never would have seen that.
Never would have thought of that.
No, but you look at all the levels, that's part of your game if you can hit the 3. Misses 2 free throws. Wildcats maintain a 2-point lead. Steffi crossover, pull up. There's Mel Wellman again with a rebound. Another chance for Wildcats as they look over to Coach McClurg as he kind of adjusts the offensive set. Steffi finds some space. Hardeman gets knocked to the ground. Foul against the Wildcats.
Steffi's struggling to hit from that elbow jumper, which he usually hits really good. They're trying to get some screens up in there for him, and he's struggling to hit from there tonight.
Blassingame guarded by Niemeyer. Same 5 starters for the Cavaliers as well here in the second half. Fisher off as their leading scorer to about 11. He has not scored tonight, in some foul trouble in the first half. Webker thought about a 3 to Niemeyer. Fortman drives and in. Zach Fortman.
Wow, nice take there over a much larger Luke Schwieterman.
Wellman and Fortman, the 2 seniors on the court, having some big baskets here early in the second half. Hardeman had an opening, gives it to Schwieterman. Long 3 by Fisher. Fortman not able to hold on to him, and that's because he was fouled on the rebound.
Wildcats 6-2 rebound advantage here early in the third quarter. They're crashing those boards hard.
Ian Homan will come in to give Fortman a break. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 25-21 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first, our longtime scoreboard stumper on NKTelco Sports. Scoreboard sponsor, not scoreboard stumper.
We're not at a Reds game.
I'm thinking of baseball already. I got my opening day tickets yesterday. Shot up, too strong by Niemeyer. I can get a lot of those scoreboard stumpers.
I had to double take there for a moment. I was thinking.
Just seeing if you're paying attention. Lob underneath to Schwieterman. And he will be fouled. Schwieterman will shoot 2.
Again, it's that emphasis for Coldwater to get the ball to the Schwietermans on the inside, particularly Tyler.
Tyler was a state champion in the 300 hurdles this last track season. The first Coldwater male athlete ever individual to win a state title.
Pretty impressive. And they say, too, track, I mean, it's so big for football players nowadays. We talked about how he's a really good wide receiver. Again, he returns here for Coach Mark Bruns on the track, so we're pretty interested to see what he can do.
Second free throw. Splits him. He has 11 tonight to lead all scores. Up ahead to Niemeyer. Tried to kick it out. Unfortunate that was knocked out of bounds.
Get something from the corner here. Be interesting to see what you can run out of that if you're going to run maybe something secondary after you get the ball inbounded here.
Steffi all the way on top to Wellman. No over and back on an inbound play. Wellman, Steffi trying to get the ball to set up the offense. Steffi has the dual role of being the playmaker and also the scorer on this team. He draws the foul.
Yeah, and like you said, too, for a freshman to be a point guard right away, that's a huge ask for Brogan. But you learn a lot from this role, even in the losses and in the wins. You learn a lot, and that's going to help him serve him for the next 3 years. He's going to be a good player for the next couple of years.
So he sets the offense. Wildcats have been behind the whole game until a little bit ago. Wellman hit a 3, and now he has a lay-in basket.
He's just playing team basketball here. This second half is a big thing as well.
Lead at 5. Drive to the hoop. Parliament fouled on the way. This will be the 3rd foul on Devin Webker.
Coldwater, this is their third quarter is usually their best quarter. They scored 210 points in the third quarter. That's 30 more points than they scored in any other quarter this season. So this is usually Coldwater's quarter to make a move.
Schwieterman, nice move as he kept his pivot foot until he had an opening. Comes the pressure again. Holman goes over and back as his back foot falls into the backcourt. Turnover gives it to the Cavaliers as Kevin Fisher checks back in the lineup. There are 3 seniors on this Coldwater team. Of course, the MAC right now a 3-way tie between Marion, Versailles, and New Bremen. 3 very quality teams there.
Very quality.
Marion beat New Bremen in overtime on Sunday. Earlier, about a week before, New Bremen beat Versailles in overtime, and then earlier Versailles beat Marion. That wasn't an overtime, but
it was a close game.
It was a close game. So
I had the opportunity to watch Versailles last Saturday against Anna, and they dispatched a pretty good Anna team by about 25.
Harleman, a nice back cut for the layup. Lead down to 1.
Good execution of the offense there, too. Evan Harlemer now with 8 points kind of quietly.
Steffi able to break the pressure. Wellman all the way to Niemeyer to the hole. Looks like it was blocked. It's knocked out of bounds of the Coldwater ball.
Again, good job by Minster to break that press against the size and the length. And tough for Minster to answer.
Yeah, talking about Versailles, you know, pretty nice year for the boys. State championship in football and only lost 1 in basketball, and great senior year for the Versailles Tigers.
They're in Division III too, so they'll avoid these MAC schools too.
Schwieterman's shot is off. I'm sure the other MAC schools are glad they're avoiding it too. Long 3 by Devin Webker.
could have grabbed a McChicken. He was so far away from McDonald's.
Big three stretches the lead back to 4. Schwieterman, nice move. He's been impressive tonight.
And again, you got to run that offense through him. He's taken a bulk of their shots. He's been effective.
It's hard to believe he only averages 8 on the season.
Yeah.
The way he's looked tonight with 15. Holman's open, and it's blocked by Schwieterman. Niemeyer gets the steal as Fisher loses the handle. Niemeyer almost traveled there. Steffi has an opening. Couldn't get it to fall. Nice move. Switched hands in the air, but could not fall. We have a foul on the rebound there by Niemeyer. Zach Fortman checks back in. Also number 10, Blade Busher. Marcel Blassingame for the Cavaliers.
Again, you just got to keep expecting that ball to keep going to Schwieterman. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's out right now, but you look at Harlemer or maybe Blassingame.
Pass underneath, and we have a foul on the Wildcats. Number 23, Justin Kalp in the game. Junior played some JV tonight. 4th foul on Fortman. As Homan are just going out, is going to have to come back in. Busher to Kalp. Harleman thought about it, but Webker took the shot away. Harlemer, right now they don't have either Schwieterman in, and that's been a lot of their offense has gone a lot through that. Fishers hasn't been able to get untracked, and a nice tip away there by Holman. 41 seconds to go. The Wildcats with the ball on a 2-point lead. Steffi to the hole, gives it up to Holman. Rebound by Kalp. Pass ahead to Blassingame, and hits the 3, and the Cavaliers back on top.
Tough swing of momentum there. If you're Holman there in that situation where he misses that shot, most ideal thing is to take that where you got the space, take one power dribble and just lay that in, and you know, increase the percentage of hitting that shot.
Noah Peepery, exchange student in the game. He missed about a month of this season at a sprained MCL, just came back last weekend. Played JV the last 2 nights, last 2 games, but has looked pretty good as Niemeyer is fouled.
Big thing to notice too, that Coldwater will have a little bit of an advantage of going 4th quarter. 6 fouls, they shoot bonus the rest of this game.
So under 10 seconds to go, the Wildcats with the ball, trying to close out this 3rd quarter. Steffi trying to work off the screen, trying to find an opening. Passes underneath. Peeper, he could not finish. Coldwater comes up with a rebound. We got a good one here at Minster Gymnasium on our First National Bank scoreboard. The Cavaliers by 1. We'll be back with the 4th quarter on NKTelco Sports.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Always some excitement going on at this Minster student section. They were hopping around a little bit more before the camera came on. And right now, cheering for their hometown team, just down by 1 going in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it's nice to see fans back, and you know, a good quarter there for the Wildcats. Unfortunately, Coldwater gets that big 3 before the beginning of the 4th quarter. Staying out of foul trouble is big and hitting some shots there, and I say that, and they commit that foul right there. Now Coldwater shooting bonus free throws.
That is Brandon mentioned the 7th foul, so Jace Wood will be shooting the 1-and-1. 5'9" sophomore. Looking for his first point, and he hits the free throw.
Coldwater tonight, 2 of 4 that first half, and the second half, 2 of 5.
Wood hits the pair. Lead at 3. Minster has Wellman, Webker, Steffi, Piperi, and Niemeyer. 5 players to start the 4th quarter. Wellman is fouled.
Actually, Jace Wood is the first player that was not Schwederman, Harlemer, or Marcel Blasingame to not even score. So it's been all those 3.
Webker, corner 3. Devin Webker, the 3 ball from the corner pocket.
And they are 3 of 4 shooting that 3 the second half.
Webker now with 8 to lead the Wildcats. That was a big one. So the scoreboard is tight, filled with 3s, 33-33 on the 3 by Webker. And there's another foul will result in a Cavalier shooting free throws.
Thanks.
Foul there on Wellman, his 3rd. So it will be Tyler Schwederman at the line. One and 1. He is short. Foul shooting is probably not his forte. As a team, they shoot under 50% for Coldwater. So right now, a chance for the Wildcats break this lead. Steal by Schwederman. Good job by Steffi to tip away the pass. And he able to get it away. Wow, that was a little bit of everything, and somehow Steffi and the Wildcats survived with the ball.
Well, it's great play by Steffi. You turn that ball over. A lot of times you have your head down and you go the other way, just whatever, and they get an easy layup. But he didn't quit on that play, and at a tie ball game,
he
awesome
stole it. He tried to throw it off Schwederman. It didn't go quite off. He chased it down, tried to pass it. And won't be in the scorebook at all, but big play. Piperi might have traveled there as he changed his pivot foot, but Wildcats working against this 3-2 zone now. And Coldwater has shown upon occasion. Blasingame steals it and 1. A costly steal results in possibly a 3-point play for the Cavaliers.
Marcel Blasingame now at 10 points.
Blasingame. Chance for the 3-point play. He's in double figures with 10. Zach Fortman checks in with 4 fouls for the Wildcats. Misses the free throw. Niemeyer the basketball. Over to Wellman, he loses his footing. Picked up by Wood for the layup.
Boy, just right place, right time.
Lead back to 4 for Coldwater. There's another turnover.
3 turnovers in a bunch there for Minster. They only had 1 turnover that whole 3rd quarter.
Wood open for the 3. You could tell he was feeling that. That's a big tray. Puts the Cavaliers up by 7.
Tied for their largest lead of the night, too.
Steffi to Fortman. Webker. Wildcats need a bucket here, as it was 33-33, and Cavaliers on a 7-0 run. Pass into Fortman, gets his own rebound and finishes.
Nice job to stick with it. Exactly what Minster needs here. And Fortman with 5.
Lead 5 for Coldwater. Wildcats try to trap. And Fisher will call the timeout. Before Schwieterman looked like he was going to have a lane to the basket. Be a full timeout. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Coming out of this precision strip timeout for Coldwater. Coach Fisher, take a look at his huddle around him at a 7-point lead, calls the timeout after Minster scores as they go down the stretch with 5:13 to go.
Yeah, and Coldwater able to force some turnovers there after Minster briefly takes the lead. But they've been really hot offensively. Jace Wooden hits a couple baskets, forced a few Minster turnovers. Now Minster needs to get a couple stops here, stay out of foul trouble too. Coldwater already shooting double bonus here. Minster's not shot a foul shot in this half. Coldwater shot 8. So
fortunately for Minster, Coldwater's not real great at their foul shooting. As a team, they shoot 48%, which is not real good. Let's see what happens down the stretch. Schwieterman against Webker, trying to drive, loses the dribble. But Wood, who's had 7 big points here in the 4th quarter, gives it back to Schwieterman to the hole. Tyler Schwieterman, a big game tonight, now with 17.
Tough to stop.
Steffi, it's tipped back to Webker. Across, they find Niemeyer. Niemeyer will drive, loses control, but was fouled.
That's a good call. He was bodied on the floor.
Let's see if they call that I guess they call that a shooting foul.
Oh. I didn't think I thought it was a foul. I didn't know if it was I didn't think it was quite shooting, but.
Chance for Minster to score with the clock stop. In and out. Minster's trouble all year is if they fall behind, they're not an explosive type team. It's hard for them to make up a deficit quickly. Niemeyer, that one rattles out. Lead stays at 7 for the Cavaliers, trying to win their 3rd game of the season. Blasingame pass behind. Steffi up ahead to Niemeyer. It's swatted and fouled. Helped up there by Schwieterman. So freshman Niemeyer will get a chance at 2 more free throws. One of the keys to the game that Coach Fisher gave us was finish a game.
Yeah.
I think he's felt it's probably a few games they could have won, but haven't been able to finish it. And right now, down to a 6-point lead. He's looking, I'm sure he's thinking, can we just finish here?
Yeah.
And Minster's been in the same boat at times, haven't been able to quite finish out games when they're ahead. Right now they find themselves down by 5 as Niemeyer hits a pair. 42-37. Both these teams winding down. Second last weekend before they both will play tournament. There'll be a foul on Niemeyer. His 3rd.
Again, is that the plan? You know, you talked about the struggles with free throw shooting just to keep fouling, but they're run out of a bench. You got 4 minutes to go here, and you're only down 5 as of now.
Busher's free throw is short. Coach Fisher was kind enough to pass on the stats, and they're not real pretty when they come to free throw shooting, but that one goes in for Busher.
Yeah.
And that's a lot about finishing a game, is hitting the tough free throws.
Yeah, exactly. In close games, that's always huge.
Fortman gives it up to Webker. Wildcats need a basket, and Webker does it.
Nice textbook job of cutting that press.
In double figures with 10 for the junior. Lead down to 4. Schwierman now guarded by Niemeyer. They've tried a bunch of defenders, and it's still the same result.
He's close to walking there, but Coldwater is shooting lights out in the second half. They got away from the three-point shot, and they've only shot 2 of them in the second half.
Niemeyer thought about a 3.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Minster go back to a zone.
There's Wood. Comes up with a big steal. Blasingame, and a good charge taken by Wellman.
All Wellman could do there was step in front, and he did it risky with 3 fouls that he has, but he had to take it, and fortunately gets the call.
Timeout on the floor. 3:09 to go. Precision strip timeout. 30-second timeout. I'd like to remind you of our sponsors that make this telecast possible. Crown Equipment Corporation, our 5-star recruitment sponsor. Clopay and Nidec Minster are MVP sponsors. Keyhole Pizza in Newport are Keys to the Game sponsor. Winners Meats our replay sponsor. Sydney Allglaze Audiology sponsors our starting lineups. Precision Strips, our timeout sponsor all year. Wagner's Idea, our stats and recap. Our live view sponsor is Borchers Floor Center. Brandon and I will pick a player of the game sponsored by NKTelco. And on our First National Bank scoreboard, Coldwater leads by 6 with 3:09 to go.
3:09 to go here, and yeah, a 6-point lead here for the Coldwater Cavaliers. And you just got to keep breaking the press like if you're Minster the way you did the last time down the floor. Get that ball to the middle, break down the defense, and get a nice little layup here. Try to cut in the lead.
Again, the trapping press there. Steffi breaks across the timeline. Over to Wepker, dangerous pass. Devin was able to jump for it, but the ball is stolen away. Pass ahead to Schwierman. He is fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Struggling there to stay in front without fouling. And I wouldn't be shocked to go to maybe more of a matchup zone here. Coldwater's been penetrating like easy on the inside.
Schwierman, a little bit of a struggle on the line. And not get there. And an all-MAC wide receiver, a state champion in track, just
free throw game is mental.
Yeah, I think it's mental. He's a great athlete.
Yeah.
And having a great game tonight.
Even Shaq struggled with free throws.
Yeah, there you go. Devin Wepker tries to put some English on that. Wood, sophomore, comes up with a rebound. Wood has 7 points. He's really sparked Coldwater in this second half. He does a corner 3. That is short. Maybe not what they needed there with a 6-point lead with 2.5 to go.
No, they haven't shot too many threes the second half, and it's benefited them. They've only shot 3 of them, and they shot 10 of them in the first half, and they were 30%, right about their season average of 29%.
Steffi trying to find an opening. Goes to the hole and 1.
Yeah. That's the athleticism you talk about with Brogan Steffi right there, taking that ball to the basket. He's a little undersized too, but he's athleticism to his advantage.
Big basket there. He had 5 points early. It's his first basket since probably the first quarter. And be a big free throw here if he can make the 3-point play. And he does. Both teams with 2 timeouts left as we go down the stretch. Schwierman, the Blasingame, beats everybody back for the layup.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Tough play.
Wildcats a little bit overzealous on their press there, resulted in a layup for the Cavaliers. Wepker gives it back to Steffi. Wildcats playing without their senior leader and Johnny Nixon. So he's hanging here. Right now, every possession critical down the stretch.
Yeah, every possession is critical here. You need maybe a 3 here sometime. You know, you need to get back, or at least get it back in 1 possession.
Steffi from the free throw line, in and out. Fortman comes up with a rebound. Being tipped away. Wellman chases it down in the corner, all the way over to Niemeyer. So they stay alive. Wepker, a long three. Hit one from there before. Niemeyer somehow came up with that rebound and is fouled.
And there was no foul on, when Niemeyer got that rebound clean. And that was a great play by Niemeyer. He got that rebound clean, draws the foul there on the inside. That's all James Niemeyer and the Wildcats hustle right there. Big thing, keeping this game within 3, striking distance with the way Coldwater struggling at the free throw line. The biggest thing here.
Hits the first. He can hit this one and can keep it at a 1-possession game. He missed 2 in a row before, but now to hit 4 in a row. Lead again down to 3, 47-44. Up ahead to Wood. 1:10 to go. Wildcats need to just play good defense here. We go all the way over. There's a 3, in and out. Foreman with a rebound. And he is fouled. And we have a double bonus the other way.
That was, even though he's wide open there, they haven't shot the 3 well. I'm surprised they took it. And to get the rebound there, if you're Minster, that's a really risky play there by Coldwater to shoot the 3 and not drive on the inside.
So Zach Fortman with 2 shots. Off on the first one. On his way to college at BG this fall, here on senior night. Foul on the rebound on Wellman as he tried to get that rebound under the much taller defender. So we'll go the other way. Coldwater has a chance to extend this lead. Everybody's in double bonus here. The arrow favors Minster. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. As Schroederman back on the line. And he hits that one.
And do you think maybe, well, I don't know if Wellman there with 3 fouls tried to do that on the other end and foul Schroederman, but if he did, it didn't work out here so far. Schroederman hits the first free throw.
Schroederman hits a pair. Those are big free throws.
That is massive.
21. Minster needs to score quickly here. Steffi double team right in front of us. It goes off of his hands. Wood and Schroederman on the double team.
That was right in front of us too, and the right call.
Yep. As they tipped it away from Steffi, he tried to catch it back and it goes off his hands. Good defense there by the Cavaliers. Harlemer will inbound it. They'll guard, they'll foul Blasingame right away. So Blasingame will try to keep finishing out this game for the Cavaliers. Blasingame, that is short.
Coldwater shot 15 free throws this half. This is going to be the 16th.
How many have they made?
They are, let's see, they're 2 of 4 to the first half. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And they just made
the 9th there. They would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 and 19.
Sorry to make you do all that math on a Friday night. So. But there's a big one there. You got the friendly roll there by Blasingame. Wildcats need a quick basket and they get a turnover. So Cavaliers looking strong right now with 34 seconds to go and a 6-point lead.
And here's an opportunity again here. Blasingame 13 points, not to be really outdone by Schwitterman. Him and also, you know, they've only had, Blade Butcher has 1, but it's been Blasingame, Harlemer, Schwitterman, 7 from Jace Wood. Now 14 for Blossomton.
The junior just averages a little over 6 points on the season. Hits a big free throws and now an 8-point lead for the Cavaliers as they're looking to get their third victory of the season. Cooney to Steffi. They don't have a lot of time here. Cooney in the corner. Not able to get a shot off. There's Steffi to the hole and in. Timeout by Coach McClure. That'll be a full timeout with 15 seconds left. Right now the Wildcats will be back in action on Tuesday night against Fort Recovery. That'll be a game that we have streamed on NKT.TV. Coldwater will be in action against Walpole tomorrow night. They also have St. Mary's and Delphos St. John on their schedule ahead. So these teams trying to close these out. Minster will be in tournament. They start out against Ridgemont week after next. The girls are starting next week. The boys finish that start the following week. So.
Yeah, Ridgemont's a formidable opponent too. I actually had them the other week. Coach McClure can get some tape up from Coach Stevens up there at New Bremen. They played New Bremen. That was an interesting game. New Bremen had them. You know, Richmond's got a pretty good record, and you just don't know what the conference they play in. You know, they don't play in a conference maybe as good as the MAC, but Ridgemont showed they were a legit team. They were down as much by 18. Got that game back within 5 and really threatened lately. Actually, Cardinals pulled all their starters. It was interesting. They got up by double digits, and Ridgemont just started fouling and fouling and fouling. And eventually, New Bremen had to put their starters back in and almost came back and almost at least tied that game. But they're a solid squad, and it's going to be a great matchup for Minster in the first round.
Coldwater able to get in. It's actually a rematch for Minster from last year. They played Ridgemont, who didn't have that bad of a record. Minster is on all 8 cylinders, beat them by 40. Of course, Minster was a loaded team last year, upset by New Bremen in the district semi.
They were.
Otherwise, it was just a great season last year. So we'll see how it. 40 is a big difference, but the two teams have gone in different directions this year. So.
Yeah, and yeah, Minster won, of course, won the MAC last year. Now you have a little bit. You're 1-7 in the MAC here right now, but there's an opportunity, to try to win and salvage a tournament game. You can ruin another team's season. That's a morale booster, and Minster certainly got that team to do it. They beat a good Anna team before, so they can upset here if it's possible.
Devin Webker hits the tray. Last timeout by Coach McClure. Still a little bit ray of hope. Again, reminder to follow WCSM AM 1350 96.7 FM. They're in exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season long. Your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glaze County. Speaking of tournament, we have a lot of tournament games going on. I think you have 5 tomorrow. Is that right, Brandon?
4 tournament games, and I'll be up in New Bremen for their game against Arcanum. So girls sectionals, the Shelby County teams, Botkins, Fort Laramie, Russia, and Lehman, all are 4 of those NKTelco schools in action tomorrow. We'll be able to call that. So excited. Tournament time's always fun. We always got a lot of good games for you here on NKTelco.
Yeah, Jeff Pension and I will be down at Troy, where Sydney is having a very fine year. They're playing Tecumseh. That'll be Division I action. Again, all these games you can stream, buy a ticket for. There's a lot of games you want to watch. And then the following week, we pick up some of the sectional games at the MAC, at Coldwater, at Spencerville. Spencerville and so on as we go. Check out schedules on nktelco.com. So Cavaliers try to input it, and there will be a into Fisher. Didn't take much time off the clock.
Again, you just gotta hope for at worst a split here from the line, and quickly come down and shoot another 3 and hopefully hit it to get it back within 2.
Fisher hits the first. Off night for him. He's their leading scorer to under 11. That's just his 2nd point tonight, but
Coldwater's hit 7 of their 9 last free throws. They're getting to 10.
Yeah, they're finishing out the game, as Coach Fisher mentioned. Pass ahead, Webker. Niemeyer with the rebound will put it off the glass. Fortman will follow with the last basket. But the final score, the Coldwater Cavaliers victorious here, Final score in our First National Bank scoreboard, Cavaliers 55, Wildcats 51. Brandon and I will be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Final here from Minster. The Cavaliers defeat the Wildcats 55-51 on our First National Bank scoreboard with their final Wagner's IGA stats and recap. Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Thanks, Dave. And the stats tell you the story of this game. 19-42 was the Coldwater Cavaliers shooting 4 of 14 beyond the arc. 26 free throws. They were exactly even from the free throw line in 13-26. 23 rebounds and 14 turnovers. On the flip side for the Cats, they shoot pretty similar, 18-43, 7-20 from beyond the arc, 8-15 for the free throw line, 28 boards, and 16 turnovers. Again, that size and the length, the difference there for the Cavaliers tonight to get to the free throw line more often, helps them get their third victory here tonight over the Minster Wildcats.
As the Cavaliers go to 3-14 on the season, now 3-4 in the MAC, all their wins in the MAC. Minster falls to 5-16 on the season, 1-8 in the MAC. They have a 1-8 in the MAC. They play Fort Recovery on Tuesday. We'll have that game streamed on NKT.TV. It's a battle back and forth. At times, Minster battled, just came up a little bit short. You know, they missed here on senior night. They missed Johnny Nix in the middle, but they had several players step up for the game.
Yeah, players like Devin Wubker, Austin Wellman had his spurt there where he helped step up. James Niemeyer had his moments too. Again, this young roster that we're talking about, they're gaining valuable experience game by game. You see the talent, and they can upset Ridgemont in that first round. That's a matchup where I think a lot of people could say I could see in a potential upset right there. So don't count the Wildcats out here. It's despite it being a 5-win season. They got their last home game coming up against Fort Recovery. The game, like I said, will be streaming here on NKT.TV. So that should be a good one here, again, from Minster Elementary School.
And our player of the game, our last order of business, sponsored by NKTelco. One of those players who stepped up tonight, junior Devin Webker.
Yeah, Devin had a nice game tonight. He did a really good job, hit some threes late, kept the team competitive in this ball game here tonight. Hit a couple threes there from deep beyond the three-point arc. Nice job for the junior here, Devin Webker, tonight, our NKTelco player of the game.
Congratulations to Devin on a good game. Congratulations, Coldwater Cavaliers. They defeat the Minster Wildcats 55-51. For our NKTelco sports crew and our band director, Scott Robinson, assisted by Bryce Hamrick. On camera tonight, Aaron Ritter, Mark Fissel, and Tyler Magato. For my partner, Brandon Coverman, I'm Dave Kanacki. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.